Are you looking for a fast way to get a Kubernetes cluster running? Look no further than Kind, a new way to install Kubernetes inside of Docker. Follow along with me, and in the next 5 minutes, you'll have your very own Kubernetes cluster up and running. Check out the description box below to grab all of the commands you'll see to copy and paste into your own environment. Step 1 is to install Docker. Now, this does assume that you're using an Ubuntu 18.04 machine and that you have root privileges on this machine. So in order to do this, the first thing we will do is grab the GPG key and add it into apt, then of course add that apt repository, and then install Docker CE, that is the community edition, for us to be able to further install our Kubernetes cluster inside of Docker. Step number 2 is to install Kubectl. In order to do that, we're going to follow the instructions as found on the Kubernetes website to install Kubectl and download from source. So then we have to go through and do a sudo install, and we're going to give it the permissions for root, and 755 as the mode, get Kubectl running, and we'll be able to use that with our newly installed Kubernetes cluster. Step 3, we need to download and install Golang. This is also going to require us to update our path, therefore we will be able to use Go to then install Kind in step 4. Because Kind is written in Go, the easiest way to download it and get it installed is to use the Go programming language from the command line to go get Kind. So we're going to be doing that and moving over to the root user in step number 4. Step number 5 is once again just updating our path. This is going to be for our root user so that we're able to go through and use Golang in order to appropriately launch our Kubernetes cluster. Step 6, we're going to be creating our first Kind cluster. This is going to go through the process of first downloading these Docker images, these kindest/node images. There are several versions out there. You'll be able to select the version via a config file if that's something you want to play around with. However, right now we're just going with defaults, and it's going to go through and get this node image, then prepare the nodes, write the configurations, start up that control plane, get the container networking interface in place, getting a storage class built in there as well, and then there you have it. You've got your very own Kubernetes cluster installed. Now this was only 6 steps and I promised 8, so let's go ahead and verify that our cluster is indeed working in the next 2 steps. For step 7, we're going to just first of all verify that Kind has created a cluster, and do that with the kind get clusters command, followed by the typical kubectl cluster info command. And now for step 8, let's just go ahead and use kubectl to run a pod. This one we'll call mypod, and we'll just use the basic image of nginx, then we'll be able to see with a kubectl get pods that the pod does indeed launch. Congratulations! You just went from scratch to a Kubernetes cluster in about the last 5 minutes. Now you're all ready to start learning, testing, or developing on your very own Kubernetes cluster.
This video is brought to you by Alta 3 Research. We offer training solutions both on-site and online so that you can choose the method that works best for you. If you like this video, check out the links in the description box below for more information on our course offerings. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.